that could have been it, but I stuttered.
Oh! Oh! That's so smart! Oh my god, we have 19 hours and 40 minutes left. Holy shit. Oh my god, we have 19 hours and 40 minutes
Bro,
left.
it's a long time. You've got this.
Ah, Hollow Knight, what an amazing game you are. Your mysterious lore that stumps even the greatest of minds. Your non-linear and sublime world that lets you explore, mostly, well fleshed out in beautiful areas to your heart's content. And your controls, which are simple but so diverse, allowing for dozens of different playstyles depending on how one wants to approach the game. It's no wonder you're my second favorite game of all time. Huh? Negative reviews? Of Hollow Knight? Well, perhaps zombie bug games are not everyone's forte, but I'm sure the negative reviews in this video will contain nothing but fair and balanced critiques that at least show the game is well made, even if they don't like it.
There's a lot to be said for Hollow Knight in terms of design, but I found the boss fights too hard and there's no way to dumb it down. So if you're not a hyperactive youngster, look out.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. Hollow Knight does have some pretty hard bosses, so hypothetically speaking, a difficulty setting could be a good idea. Pretty fair review, we're off to a good start.
The game makes you trounce back through 5+ screens of enemies just to try the boss again, which is extremely hard. It's a garbage experience except for extreme fans of this type of gameplay. Avoid it.
Well, yeah, that's the point of the game, so that you can get better at platforming, and that when you discover how to beat it, it feels more rewarding. They call it Souls-like for a reason.
Game too hard and atmosphere too shallow to keep my interest. Nothing about the game's theme, story, atmosphere, or setting inspires me to keep playing.
Wait, what? How? Do you even have eyes? How can you look at these wonderful locations and say the atmosphere is not good? I can understand the story, I guess, but what? Mechanics too stiff? Forgettable soundtrack? How can you listen to and not get fucking hype?
If mods for invincibility weren't available, I'd have uninstalled early on.
If mods for invincibility didn't exist, bitch, what? You used invincibility? In the words of a wise man.
It's no fucking wonder why you didn't enjoy the game.
You might as well have just turned on fucking no clip at that point. How can you critique a game if you didn't even play the game how it's supposed to be played? Oh god, I'm on knife's edge.
22 hours to beat Hornet.
22 hours? Hornet? All garbage? I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed.
Requires a lot of patience.
Wait, no. My ADHD won't let that slide. If you're fighting one boss for 22 hours, it's likely that you're approaching it wrong. You are the problem here, not the game or genre. Hornet 1 is like a 30-minute boss. What could someone really do if they had 22 hours to fight it? I guess we'll never know. Hey, wait, do you guys hear that? Wait, how long is this video? No, don't tell me. No.
Smells so tropical like pina colada. We going shopping, only Dior and Prada. Kiss her right on a beach in Bahamas. Hot lips, psychotria, alada. She smells so tropical like pina colada. We going shopping, only Dior and Prada. Kiss her right on a beach in Bahamas. Hot lips, psychotria, alada.
This is Hornet Protector, otherwise known as Hornet 1. She has 4 attacks she can perform in this fight. She can lunge at you while on the ground, She can lunge at you after jumping in the air. She can perform a Gossamer Storm, where Hornet swings her nail in a frenzy, creating a circle where you'll take damage if you're caught in it. And she can toss her needle at you from a distance. Other actions include jumping backwards away from the knight and running towards the knight. And that's it. That's Hornet 1. We will be referring to each of the attacks as shawing, haggling, ha'ing, and hadining. This is purely for comedic purposes. Now, we could just fight Hornet 1 with everything the game has to offer, but that's not really fair to the reviewer. If we're gonna prove this genre isn't garbage, we're gonna have to fight this girl on even footing. Which means we only have access to things we could realistically expect someone who fought Hornet for 22 hours to have gotten. So, no abilities other than Vengeful Spirit. And the charms that are available to us and relevant for this challenge will be Long Nail, Fury of the Fallen, Soul Catcher, Shaman Stone, and Steady Body. But hold up, some of those charms are from Salubra, and you can't get to Salubra without Dash. You can only do that with a Shade Skip. Yeah, well, this guy was looking around the map for anywhere between 22 to 58 hours, and I refuse to believe that he did not at least once attempt a Shade Skip. It's not unreasonably hard like other tricks. And what's our goal, you may ask? Well, it's to get the fastest possible time we can muster. That's right, this is a speed run, baby! What? Sponsored by Hornet Honey Mustard. Now let's get this party started! Wait, hold up! I saw the teaser at the start of the video, which for a matter of fact was very well made, and whoever made it must be incredibly funny and attractive. You didn't fight that version of Hornet, you fought the version of her in the Hall of Gods. Wait, what are you— Fraud! You're a fraud! So yeah, when I did this challenge, I didn't figure out what save states were until it was like way too late. So I ended up fighting the version of Hornet 1 in the Hall of Gods. Wait, that's actually a really good point. But then the rounds will be like fucking 30. Okay, you know what? Actually, that's a really good point.
Bro, are you fucking stupid?
I'm sure you'll be able to answer that once we get into the challenge. Okay, Hornet 1 in the Hall of Gods. Timing starts when the timer says so and ends as soon as the timer says so. And to make sure we get all 22 hours, time will only be tracked while we're actively fighting Hornet. I'm sure that defeating any Radiance 2.0 gave me the skills to easily clear Hornet 1.
Yo. Lol. Prove to that shit. I forget how much health Hornet has. Yeah, that's— but it's like, I'm not gonna— wow, what a start.
Oh, this is gonna be a long 22 hours.
In the beninging. In the beninging.
After a few pathetic losses, we start here, a 2-minute 37-second time. This run was about what you'd expect a first one to look like. I mostly kept Hornet to the side of the arena in a pathetic attempt to mimic the task, which was for a version of this boss I wasn't even fighting. I took a staggering 7 hits of damage in this run, causing me to heal 4 times. And spells were few and far between, but I did manage to get a double hit. For those who don't know, double hits are exactly what they sound like, and they're often utilized in many of the speedrun categories. When Hornet gets hit with a Vengeful Spirit and moves in the same direction as the spell, she stays on the spell's hitbox until her iframes run out, making her take another hit, allowing exponentially more damage to be dealt than a single spell hit ever could, never mind a nail slash. I didn't know it yet, but double hits would become an integral trick to saving time. Because if it wasn't obvious, there was a lot of time to save. And we were about to blow past our goal of a flat 2-minute time. Look, our first win! Yes!
Yes.
Sub 2 minutes, let's go!
Hornet when it's sub 130 possible.
I think sub 130 is possible. Debug on. Oh, this might be the sub 130. Come on, baby! Come on! Sub 130! Come on! Hit it! Hit it! No!
No.
This run of 121 was a massive improvement, down to even the way I moved the knight. Both spell usage and double hits were common throughout the entire fight. Though I still got hit, there was no longer any need to heal. Not a perfect run by any means, but a fantastic showcase of my rapid skill improvement.
The double hits. Oh, the triple hits!
Yes.
This is it. This is the sub 130. Oh! Oh my god! A 10-second time save! Holy shit!
But, you see, chat wasn't gonna let me have fun all by myself. Oh no, no, no. Many would desire to beat the times I had already set and lower the record themselves. And so, it's here where our first challenger enters the scene. A player of staggering talent and fortitude. A player who would eventually go on to be any Radiance 2.0 themselves. Twice. Back to back. And a prime contender in the current race to beat 2.0, Ascended. And his name is Shrub. Shrub would claim to get a 109-minute time, over 10 seconds faster than me. The difference in Shrub's gameplay was obvious right off the bat. Instead of knocking Hornet to the side of the arena like I did, he would walk up right next to where Hornet lands and up-slash her, allowing him to save a few fractions of a second from walking up to her due to knockback. The spell cast after, followed by another nail hit, made Hornet get stunned immediately, letting him get more hits in. But this was just part of the time save. Along with his tighter movement, Shrub had developed a pseudo flow that allowed him to get double hits much more often. He would keep Hornet at the side of the arena with his nail, preventing her from moving backwards or forward. So, Hornet could only do two things. She can either jump up, which can lead to a Ha or Hagale, or she can stay on the ground to Sha or Hadine. If she stays on the ground, you're usually able to keep her to the side of the arena, where nail slashes and spells will stun her. The preferred action, however, would be when she jumps. You'd want to hit her with a side slash to prevent her from going too far in the opposite direction, followed by an up slash for some free damage. Once she lands, you want to try hitting her in the direction that you're going to be facing, giving her some forward momentum. With this momentum, you then immediately mini-hop and cast the spell. This spell will stay on Hornet's hitbox as she gets knocked back, allowing for an increased chance to get a double hit, and maybe stunning her. However, there's a bit of risk when doing this that can lose a lot of time. If she gets stunned by a spell cast following all this, and you don't have extra soul to get her out of the stun, you need to walk up to her and nail her, so she gets out of her stun. God, I did not realize how bad that sounded until post. This can lose upwards of 1 to 4 seconds. Despite the risk though, this only happened to Shrub once, so the time saves really did turn this challenge upside down. Get it? Despite me trying to cope with having real competitors now.
Oh, because you have regular. Keep in mind, I have 5 nail damage. So I'm fighting with 1%.
I knew that if I wanted to keep up with Shrub, I would need to change how I approached this boss. I would need to start using Fury of the Fallen. Now up until this point, I'd been using Longnail and Shaman Stone as my go-to charm build. But this just wasn't gonna cut it anymore. So I switched out Longnail and replaced it with Fury. However, there was one small hiccup when it came to adding this charm. We needed to decide whether or not overcharming would be allowed in this challenge. For those who don't know, overcharming allows us to fit in an entirely new charm even if we don't have the notches for it, which would be immensely helpful. But it also makes Hornet do 2 damage instead of 1, allowing us to activate Fury much faster. The issue is whether or not the reviewer would have figured this out in the time he spent fighting Hornet. So we put it to a vote. Hello, hey. Hello, everyone. This is your host, the 33rd guy of Guy News, reporting to you live as the results of your votes in the most important election in world history come in. Will the controversial overcharming be permitted in the greatest challenge in the history of anything ever? Or will we have to toss it in the dump where all things go to die? Like that $100 bill you accidentally threw away last week, or fossil fuel funded climate change evidence dating all the way back to the 50s. Or the Tim Hortons roll up the rim challenge. Why? Why, Tim Hortons? How could you? Somebody get me a tea. Thank you. Well, we turn to our news anchor and distant heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, Derek, for live poll updates. Hey Derek, how's everything in the studio?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a close one, guy. Only a few swing states still have to be called in. But before we get to that, I would like to promote our fellow channel, The Other Guy. If you're looking for more sexy content by our lovely host, Guy, I'm confident that this channel will suit your needs.
Thank you for the shout out, Derek.
Oh, what's this? Breaking news. The last few swing states have just called in. We should be getting the final results in any second now.
This is a tight one, Derek. I haven't seen a vote this close since the steady body census.
Oh, and here they come. Michigan votes for the proposal. Wyoming against... Didn't know people still live there. Oh, it all comes down to Georgia. And the vote is in! Overcharming will indeed be allowed.
What a glorious day, Derek.
Indeed, Guy. What a glorious day it is. You know what would make that even more so? Paying me.
Not a chance.
Get out of my way.
These 2 time saves meant that expectations for potential records were blasted wide open. The earlier I could activate Fury, the faster I could beat Hornet, even if it did mean more runs would die. A slew of back-to-back PBs would soon follow, inching second by second to our goal of a sub 110. Hopes and spirits were high throughout the chat, with several people hopping on stream, motivating me to keep on pushing.
I will actually give you a quarter if you get 115.
Bet. Oh!
Yes.
Oh!
Oh my god, wait.
Yes.
Sub 115! Sub 115! Sub 110 was going to happen. The question was, who would get it first? Then, hope. Don't laugh at me! Oh, did you hear that giggle?
Huh? No. Wait, I don't even think she's capable of laughing either.
Oh, sub 110! Come on! No!
What the hell?
I was so close, a fraction of a second away from a sub 110. It was a good run, but just short. Literally the next run though.
Yeah.
No!
Oh my god! Sub 110!
Nice.
We did it! The sub 110! Another massive cut to my PB. It felt so good to be catching up to Shrub's times. Wait, am I reading that right? Catching up? Wait, didn't we pass his 110 time? Well, while I was busy getting a sub 110, Shrub did this. Oh shit, no!
Oh no. That.
Okay, pause. Like myself, you may be wondering what the hell is going on here.
That's.
Oh! Oh! That's so
He's screaming,
smart! Well, this is inventory tanking, a strategy that allows you to activate Fury at the very start of the fight in the most optimized manner. So, here's how it works. Normally when the knight is taking damage, it goes through a sequence of freeze frames, knockback frames, and invincibility frames. You only have control of the knight after the knockback animation ends. When the knight is taking damage when the inventory is opened, however, it skips the knockback animation and immediately gives you control of the knight. This happens when the inventory is open because, instead of those frames going towards the knockback animation, it instead goes towards closing the inventory. This was done purposely by Team Cherry after the infamous Lifeblood update, as a way to patch inventory dropping, which is a whole topic I won't get into. The result of this means that you're given back control of the knight immediately after the freeze frames, saving roughly 0.6 seconds across the 2 hits needed to activate Fury. Following this, you /Hornet twice while the iframes are still activated, so that Hornet stays on top of you while she does her start of fight animation. After the second /, you open up the inventory while you still have iframes, getting hit again, and activating Fury. But in Shrub's 57 time, he didn't overcharm, so had to get 2 more slow hits at other points in the fight. Despite that though, inventory tanking and the impeccable movement allowed Shrub to demolish the 1 minute barrier. One could call it a Shrub 1 minute time. I guess that sounded better in my head. Now, if I was gonna do this overcharmed, the big issue would be whether I could survive a whole fight on a single health. It was a tough call, but if I was gonna have any chance of catching up to Shrub, I knew what I had to do.
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, got it, but only got 1 hit in.
You need dash to reliably.
Oh, I did it perfect! I did 3! a spectacular run, only 2 seconds away from Shrub. The world record went from a distant dream to a seemingly inevitable outcome. Then, suddenly, Hornet the player, yeah, I know it's confusing, but he's the guy who did 2.0 way back in the day.
Hey, what's up?
Joined the fight head first.
Hey, would you look at that sub 10?
What?
How in the world did you get a sub 10 on the these restrictions? Or are you not using these restrictions?
He's lying.
I wasn't that time.
Okay, well, despite all that, however, something told me that this run would signify a turning point in the challenge. How did I know that? Well, that's because Shrub did this.
My main goal is to blow up.
With that, the first day of streaming came to an end, with 3 hours completed. Only 3. I had severely underestimated just how much time 22 hours actually is. With how much time was remaining, it was inevitable that my ADHD would slowly start to leak out of me. And if you've ever been on my streams before, you know exactly what that means.
It's me, Connor.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh man, what a beating. Now, what Shrub was doing was frankly insane. The fact he cut 10 seconds off his PB at this stage in the challenge was thought to be frankly impossible. It simply couldn't be ignored. So, during off hours, I hunkered down and really studied these 2 runs. And what I found was extremely interesting. First thing I immediately noticed in both runs came, once again, right at the start. But instead of me just telling you it, let's see if you can catch it. Did you see it? No? Well, I'll slow it down. If you noticed, he added in a 4th hit to the starting sequence. Now, 3 was already pretty tight, but a 4th? In his 48 time, he even added back in the 2nd inventory tank, which is only possible because opening the inventory immediately puts the knight in an idle state, ignoring whatever came before. So as long as the nail's hitbox is there before opening the inventory, you'll get the hit. The impact of this allows you to stagger Hornet much faster. While it was a decent time save, it wasn't a big enough save to warrant me adding it to an already difficult maneuver. Now, you'd think such a massive cut in time would rely entirely on double hits. But no! In Shrub's 48 run, he got a single double hit that ended up losing him time because of Hornet's stagger. What it came down to was movement. He was always on top of Hornet, minimizing time losses all over the run. Across the 2 times, Hornet was only far away twice. And the crazy thing is, he tried to get double hits, but kept missing. His DPS, insane movement, 4th hit, crazy RNG, stupid as f input map, and so many other little things were added up to the total of 10 seconds of save time. Holy shit, someone get me some tea. All this time, and none of it from double hits. It's hard to believe, but how low could the time have gone if he did hit those double hits? It was frankly scary to see what Shrub was able to do. But, in all my stubbornness, I was not deterred, and because of that, I was able to lower my PB once again. And boy howdy did it mimic Shrub. I started staying on top of Hornet like I do with your mom. My lawyer has advised me not to continue this joke. And if Shrub wasn't gonna give her a break, neither was I. And up slashes would be by far the best tool in achieving that goal. Though there were a few mistakes which added up to the several seconds of time lost between us, with this boost in spirits, we continued on. While runs would more often than not die before they ever got off the ground. Oh yeah, just go in and punch Hornet with your face. That's a good strategy. The runs that did last were way better than anything I'd gotten before. Oh! Oh! Is that a new record? Is that a new record? Oh, let's go to Discord. No! We missed it by a third of a second. Oh man. With sub 110 runs becoming the norm, I aimed for a sub 55, with the future goal of getting a sub 50, and hopefully, just maybe, beating Shrub's 48 time. Now, with how previous catch-ups went, it was obvious this was going to take time. However, as the stream progressed, the constant dying made me, safe to say, start making some suspicious comments. Triple hits, triple hits, triple hits, triple hit, triple hit. I had begun confusing double hits with triple hits. Okay. Triple hits are exactly what they sound like. Instead of Vengeful Spirit hitting twice, it hits 3 times. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oh guy, why not just get triple hits if they're so much better? No! You don't understand. They are much harder to get than double hits, since you have to have Hornet near the opposite edge of the screen and have her align near perfectly with the Vengeful Spirit. This footage you're seeing is the only time I actually got a triple hit in the whole freaking challenge, and I'll tell you when I got it when we get there. So assume here on out for the rest of the video, every time I say triple hit, it's actually a double hit. Oh my gosh, why did I say this so much? Am I freaking stupid? The game clearly shows you it's a triple hit. What the hell? As you can see, it isn't something you just get. And my chronic confusion was starting to make a certain bush very angry with me.
What makes you decide when you get double hits? Sometimes you call double hits right, but most of the time you're calling double hits triple hits and single hits double hits. Why are you giving yourself a +1 hit bonus? Where the hell is that coming from?
The stream dragged on, and soon it had been several hours since my last record and 5 hours into the challenge as a whole. And the entire time, I had been listening to the same song. Christopher Larkin, I love you, man, but it was so painful. So, I played something else. You already heard bits of it, but I was in dire need for some dire docs. My mental state was slightly freed.
Temporarily.
And despite how loud the music was, seriously, did I not know how to audio mix back then? I had gotten my second PB of the day. I nailed the inventory tanking at the start of the fight, and was able to immediately follow it up with a...
Oh, triple hits. Oh, triple hits.
Yes, I know, Shrub. Shut up! Duo of double hits. I missed some hits around 20 seconds into the run, but it didn't amount to much time loss. The run overall was very solid right up until the end, where I had fireballed Hornet at the wrong time, scoring a double hit, but forcing me to walk across the screen, losing some time and causing a generally slow ending.
Oh, come on! 57! Yes! Yes!
But I was happy. And at least I wasn't making any other stupid comments.
YouTube. Oh, that triple hit. Oh, was that a quadruple hit? I can't tell.
Just to be clear, a quadruple hit is not possible on Hornet 1 in either the Hall of Gods or the base game. I was just on too much Hornet. And it seems this broke something in Shrub, as he was finally done taking my bullshit claims of triple hits.
Triple hits!
Because he did this.
Happy feet, wombo combo.
Where do I even begin? His 48 time was already insane, but this wasn't just good. It was practically perfect. Heck, better than perfect. Sure, there was a lot of time to save in his 48 run with double hits, but I had assumed only a 46 was humanly possible. A 44 though? How the hell did he get a 4-second time save? Okay, let's dig into this. To start with, Shrub had found his setup right at the start of the fight to consistently and immediately get a double hit on Hornet. Here's how it worked. First, do the double inventory tank. Second, get at least 5 hits on Hornet. But, as you know, 4 hits is already barely possible on Hornet between the inventories. So, how did Shrub do this? By getting another hit immediately after the second inventory. The reason we want this is because it allows you to cast 2 spells if using Soul Catcher. Thirdly, you want her to go left, so you better be facing left, where you can Vengeful Spirit Hornet twice. The reason you want 2 soul casts is because if you get a double hit on her after performing all 5 hits, it will always stagger Hornet. So the second Vengeful Spirit allows you to get her out of her stagger without losing any time. Now, while this is consistently doable, there are 2 caveats that make it very difficult to do. Firstly, that 4th hit is still extremely tight to perform. Secondly, if Hornet's first action is to jump, you won't be able to land a double hit on her, as you won't have any backwards momentum. But it's still way better than not getting all 5 hits and having to walk up to her. This little maneuver Shrub had come up with had every single major time save, besides triple hits, in one massive trickaganza! I bet when you started this video you didn't think the strats would get this complicated. The rest of his run though was even more impressive. Double hit after double hit after double hit, while having all the movement of his 48 run and then some, barely losing any time at all. This run was absolutely insane, and had basically shattered any chance of me getting the world record soon. To say I was salty would be the understatement of the century.
Afterwards.
Shrub, you got a 45?
No, you gotta send me that. Oh, dang it, he recorded it. Fuck.
Fuck you.
Oh no.
God damn it, Shrub. Okay, how do you do it? Oh, wow. What? What? He's getting double hits every fucking time. Look at that. So bad. Bro! That was like 4 or 5 double hits. That was a triple hit. What the hell? Hornet ain't doing shit. What the fuck?
I won't even lie, guys. At this point, I wasn't even sure if I could catch up to Shrub. Everything he did just seemed faster than what I could do. But I knew I couldn't just give up. There were still 16 hours to the challenge after all. That original commenter didn't stop until he prevailed, so damn it, that didn't mean I was gonna stop either.
It's time to stop.
Immediately into the next day, I broke the game.
Oh shit. What the fuck is this?
Oh boy, what a way to start. Shockingly though, things were going pretty good. Only a few attempts into the 3rd day, and I had a really promising run. I got a few double hits, and the only major time loss was when I had to walk up to her. It would have most certainly been a record, had I not...
Oh, come on. That could have been a new record.
This was then immediately followed up by the game crashing.
Just one fireball away. Oh, the game crashed.
My luck would turn around though, as not too long after, I was able to cut off another second from my PB. It wasn't that special though, had a few time losses here and there, and some missed double hit opportunities. However, the exact time I got, I found to be pretty freaking impressive.
56.99! Oh my god!
However, what this run did show was the sheer potential I had to cut down my time. If I played right, I could blow past the 55-second barrier. And that's exactly what I did. It wasn't perfect. I had 3 major time losses, and I missed a lot of free hits from jumping right after the inventory tank. But the movement was something else. I stuck to her like glue on dry paper, not even mentioning the amount of double hits I got. And even though a few of her Shaws and Hagales were very close calls, I was able to pull through, cutting my time by a full 3 seconds.
4! Holy shit! Oh my god! Holy shit! 53!
It was the largest cut to the record I had in over 4 hours of playing. And I'd argue, one of the most impressive, despite the numerous failings. The 55-second barrier was shattered. All I had to do was clean up the mistakes, and a sub 50 would be mine. Surely, with this momentum, such a run would come soon. Right?
Shaw, shut up. Okay, I think I found a good pattern that'll get me to sub 50. Not that. That is not the good pattern. Oh, that was nice, but not a record. Fuck! Don't laugh at me, Hornet. Oh my gosh, she's a bitch. Fuck you, Hornet. You have no friends.
It was a struggle, to put it lightly. I pushed and pushed, but just couldn't seem to get even close to my 53 time. Never mind the 50-second barrier. And just when I was at my lowest, 2 of the most revered players in the Hollow Knight community joined the challenge. Introducing Nexo and J-Mite.
You don't really wanna miss this. Bear witness, bloom like a biscuit. Broken heart, baby, let me fix this. Shooting bars like a motherfucking fitness. And I move with a quickness. Cold with the flow, I got a sickness. Moving like a baby, big business. Ass fast, shawty got the thickness.
Nexo was the first to strike, surprisingly with a 56-26.
What do you mean you got a 56? What do you mean first run?
This, though, was only his warm-up. Because less than an hour later, he would become the second person to beat my PB. While there wasn't a video of this run, the fact Nexo claimed to beat my time after such little practice was, not taken well.
Oh, you beat me then. Oh, Nexo, then you beat me.
Then, it was J-Mice's turn, and unlike Nexo, he didn't need no warm-up. He immediately shot with the 5105. Little thing here, so I'm not actually sure if this run actually exists. I claimed several times in the challenge he got a 5105, but I can't find the footage, and J-Mice claims to have not done the challenge, so either we all have terrible memories, or I just completely hallucinated this run. And I already edited too much of the video to compensate this, so we're just gonna put a little extras here and move on. I tried to fire back, but was only able to muster a 5406. Which was still really good, only bleeding time after a few missed hits after she shot all over the place, but clearly not good enough.
Oh! Come on! Wait! No! God damn it, 54!
And to rub salt in the wound, this is where I also figured out I could have just used save states to fight the original Hornet in green path.
Wait, that's actually a really good point.
So, any hopes of my saltiness subsiding by the end of the day?
Where the fuck am I going? But why am I in the mender room? Why am I in Sly Shop? We are teleporting to all the wrong areas.
Was swiftly brushed to the wind. The day started with a promising 54 run. One that only barely lost out on the PB by missing a fireball around halfway into the run and having a delayed cast near the end of the run.
Oh! Come on! 54!
But then, time passed. And passed. And passed. With nothing for the entire rest of the day. And I still wasn't even halfway through the challenge. I pushed and pushed and pushed, but it had been over 4 hours since my last PB. And it seemed I was nowhere even close to matching it. Never mind beating it, the other competitors, or the sub 50 goal. Every time I got close, something dumb would kill it. And to say it was getting to me would be an understatement.
C-triple!
Hornet was driving me mad.
Oh, fuck you, and your mom, and your other mom, and your other mom.
The chat was driving me mad.
Oh wow, Eric, what an analysis. I'll try that next time, see if I get the world record.
I was going mad.
Murder is healthy. It should be legal.
If I didn't get a good time soon, who knows what I'll become. Day 4 ended with me all the way in dead last. I felt surrounded by enemies, encroaching on every side. I felt hopeless, ready to give up. Then, it happened.
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Conversation anyway.
So close to glory, but still a 2-second time cut. Finally passing Nexo's time and barely edging out J-Mice. All that was left was the 50-second barrier and shrub. But with how long this took, who knew when the next second barrier? What? You're joking, right? over 4 hours of jack shit, then 2 PBs less than 10 minutes apart, the latest having 6 major time losses? How the hell did this happen? Well, the struggles of day 4 led to more precise movement, an unbelievable double hit consistency, and a general increase in skill. Had I not delayed that last vengeful spirit, it might have been enough for a sub 50.
Oh, no, that could have been it, but I stuttered.
These 2 amazing runs, so close together, reinvigorated me. Did it repair my mental state? Oh my god, my mouse. Why is my mouse not working? Look at this, my mouse isn't working. No, I can't reset the split. No, but it gave me hope. The world record might be out of reach for now, but I knew I could break the 50-second barrier. And if I was gonna have any chance of taking Shrub down after the 50-second barrier, I had to add in the starting double hit Shrub used in his world record. That 4-frame, RNG-dependent trick. So, I began to practice. That 4th hit was a damn pain to me, but it didn't deter me, not even a little bit. Is this the real life? If there's anything you should know about me, I'm not usually the type of guy who sticks to strategies that just don't work for me. So, when day 6 started, I looked to see if any alternate forms of the starting double hit existed that didn't have that wretched 4-frame 4th hit, and of course didn't lose me an insane amount of time. And eventually, I did make that discovery. Instead of doing only 1 hit after the second pause, I'd do 2. It wasn't even close to as consistent as Shrub's was when performed correctly, as it gave Hornet a lot more time to move out of the way, and did lose a fraction of a second just from having to hit her compared to Shrub's version. But with how much easier it was to perform, picking it up instead was an absolute no-brainer. So I practiced, and practiced, and practiced.
It's still Mario music.
No, it's not.
And because of how hard this still was, and me generally being riskier in the fight, I wasn't completing many runs. And I think at this point, we all know what happens when I don't complete runs.
Ooh, yeah. That's such a shit run. Let's go. Okay, one more run and then I'm gonna take it over. Oh my god. Yes, hit me in the face, Hornet, please. Murdering people is healthy. Yeah. Bruh. When you're so bad that you can't be good. Okay, idea. I have an idea. Let's pull a Billy Mitchell and cheat.
Billy Mitchell.
Come on, no one will know. It's not like my stream.
I did, however, get one more good time.
Oh, can you? Fucking time! No, see, here's what we do. We edit this. I mean, hypothetically, if I was a cheater, I would edit this to be a 49. But
Hey.
I'm not. I'm like Todd Rogers. We don't cheat.
Is this just fantasy?
Day 7 was honestly uneventful, guys. I'm just gonna say it now. We didn't get any PBs. Mostly because at the time, it was Easter, and I wasn't gonna cancel seeing Nox and my friends to fight Hornet for 22 hours. Like, what would I even say to them? Hey Nox, hey Ryan and George, sorry I can't come to Easter. I have to fight Hornet for 22 hours. It's way more important. So, I only got an hour in compared to the 3 to 5 I had on each other day. It didn't mean I was any less crazy though. Come on, just die, you bitch. If the past showed me anything though, I had to practice. But there was this absolute gem of a clip that occurred while I was cycling through the Mario World OST. Okay, wow! That was perfectly timed!
Guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train!
Okay, let's do a status update. Days since my last PB? 3. Sanity? Non-existent. Hours left in the challenge? 6 hours left. And at this point, I was really getting worried that a sub 50 just wasn't feasible for me. Whoa! Oh! No! Oh! Come on! No! This is getting ridiculous. Oh, how close we are to a sub 50. 6 freaking hours. And this is the shit I pull? When will this stupid 50-second barrier be broken? Oh! Yeah! We did it! We did it! We did it! Yes! Yes! We did it! 12 hours of work. And the final 10-second barrier has been shattered! With my current skill level and just how long this took, it seemed like it would easily be the best run of the entire challenge. Every single skill I learned over the past 17 hours came together to form a near perfect run with such minor time losses. Beating this would be a tall order. Even from the way I was talking, I acted like this was basically it. Hey, now 45. We'll see how far I get. I'm gonna keep going, but we'll see how far I get. And as it turned out, a little further is all I needed to do something legendary. I fucking loved it, man. Be lucky you didn't. It was kind of a shit show. Oh! Oh! 48! 48! 48! Holy shit! And not just any 48, a low 48. A low 48. Finally beating Shrub's old record that always seemed just out of my grasp. But the truly crazy thing about this run wasn't the time. It was that it was way worse than my 49 in almost every single way. I missed the starting inventory double hit and only got 3 double hits across the entire fight. But what was better was the movement. I didn't have a single time loss from having to walk up to her. Not even one. The only time losses, similar to Shrub's 48, were several missed double hits. However, even if I hit every single attempted double hit, it still wouldn't be his record, only leading to the low 46, high 45 range. The record seemed closer than ever, but without anything new, how could I catch up, never mind beat it? This man just seemed better. But then, a familiar face noticed something. And it might be something you noticed too. Let's rewind real quick. Do you notice a difference between mine and Shrub's Vengeful Spirits? Shrub is faster than me, right? But it's not because he was timing his Vengeful Spirit better. It's because he was nail canceling. Never in any of the records did I knowingly nail cancel. Scratch that, the entire challenge I had no idea what nail cancels were. Meanwhile, Shrub was nail canceling constantly. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. What is nail canceling? Nail cancels happen when trying to cast spells after a nail swing. Now, many think you need to wait for the nail animation to end before casting a Vengeful Spirit. But in actuality, the game allows you to cast spells during the animation of the nail. If done early enough, it will entirely cancel the animation of the nail, casting the spell, saving you time. The person who found this discrepancy was the legend himself, Noemi. That's where the second of missing time came from. That's why Shrub and likely Nexo and J-Mice had such quick progression. If I could learn it with the 5 hours I had left, I had a chance to catch him. So Noemi wanted to teach you how to nail cancel. Assuming, like myself, I just didn't know how to do it. So I tried. And tried. And tried. But just couldn't get it. But that's strange, considering nail canceling is not hard to do. But he then asked me this.
Like, okay, so you're not using Focus Cast, right?
Focus what?
You're not using Focus Cast? Is your spell button the same as your heal button?
Yes.
Oh, dude, no. That's really bad.
Really?
Yeah, okay, so...
Is this thing on? So, I'd like to make a formal apology to the entire Hollow Knight community. For the entire time I played Hollow Knight, I had no idea what Quick Cast was. Which also means that everything I did with any Radiance 2.0, from proving it's possible to beating it, was done entirely with Focus Cast, which is a complete nerve. Toxic gossip train! For those in the audience not chronically addicted to Hollow Knight, as stated, Focus Cast makes healing and spellcasting the same button. Meanwhile, Quick Cast separates the two. But the more important difference is Focus Cast shoots out the Vengeful Spirit on release of whatever input you made to do that. In my case, the A button. While Quick Cast shoots it upon pressing the A button. The former making nail cancels considerably harder for me to consistently perform because of the time it takes to release the A button. But the latter having no such delay. For the record, this would be legal because anyone could do this at any point in the game. And by the time I realized that, I only had 3 hours left to implement this trick. 3 hours to take back the world record.
We're gonna play some copyright-free epic anime music. Just see how annoying you guys can bring it on! Just try to annoy me. We got a 49! Remember when that was good? know that Eric is the leading cause of death in the world? Look at the double hits. Oh! Triple hit. What the fuck, man? Dude, triple hit. What the fuck am I teabagging for? Chat can't keep up. Let's go. Chat can't keep up. L chat.
I was running out of time. 3 hours turned to 2, turned to 1, to 30 minutes, to 15, to 10, and still no PB. Until I was left with just 2 attempts. I'll let what happens play for you now.
I know the perfect song. Here we go. So close! It's not time, no! One more!
Well, I missed it. Was I sad? Yeah. Okay, I can't leave you on that. So, I fought Hornet for 22 hours. What a time it was. From our highest highs to our lowest lows. But at last, here we have the final results of the entire journey. When I started this, I had little to no sympathy for the original review. He just seemed like another angry commenter who hates on games for no reason. But honestly, after fighting this girl for a full 22 hours of in-fight time, I can honestly say, I sorta understand where he's coming from.
Boo! You stink. This guy sucks.
Wait, hold up, don't click off. Just listen. Now, obviously not all of this guy's critiques of the game are valid. As we saw, when you understand how to use Hollow Knight's mechanics, even with just what's reasonably available before you fight Hornet, you can do so many things if you just learn how to use them properly. Learning how to beat a difficult boss, figuring out the strategies, executing plans, and finally pulling through is a, safe to say, fun, but unique experience.
How do I know?
But 22 hours is a long time. As fun as this challenge was, it got so mentally draining to listen to the same music with the same boss, doing the same things, making the same mistakes over and over and over. So I understand his pain. To bash your head against the wall that just seems so insurmountable compared to what you know as a gamer, and seeing other people do it effortlessly, I couldn't imagine how much that could drain you. Like, remember, this guy does play video games. He played Ninja Gaiden, which is one of the hardest NES games there is. And I'm not too familiar with Ninja Gaiden, but from how the bosses look, I'm sure I'd be bashing my head way longer than 22 hours to try to beat some of them. I mean, just look at this. Oh my gosh. And remember, he didn't just spend 22 hours fighting Hornet. He spent another 36 exploring likely only Green Path and Forgotten Crossroads. So when he likely got to either Mantis Lords or Soul Master and saw how much harder they were and how much more backtracking he had to do each time he died, yeah, it's no wonder he quit in frustration. So don't go saying this guy didn't give the game a chance. He did, and didn't enjoy it. And that's okay. Not everyone will enjoy the same experiences. Hell, to act like Hollow Knight is a perfect game is super dumb as well.
You're stupid.
I personally despise the Hive. I feel it had so much more potential than just being a place to get one of the worst charms in the game. And the lore without Mossbag's video is very hard to understand and to keep track of. Nox totally forgot what the Radiance was until she showed up at the end of the game. But it's still special to me. And hopefully it is to you too. And I think that's pretty cool. Oh, one last thing before I let you go. Though we didn't get the record, there's one more stat I feel is noteworthy. On that final PB, the low 48, the attempt I got it on was the 2,222nd attempt. This is the 33rd guy. I fought Hornet for 22 hours, and boy did I lose my mind. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the Orb Salute video! Or the 3.0 video, I still don't know which I'm gonna do first.